Hey everyone, in a few days it'll be Memorial Day weekend, and we're going to our camper that we leave at Ocean Lakes Resort and Campground, and thought we would give you really not a review of the resort, but more of a our experiences there, and let you form your own opinion. Maybe if you're considering going there, staying for the first time. We've had our landmark fifth wheel there for about 7 years. Instead of towing it up and down the road, we choose to store it there, and they have a system where you can store it there for a little over $200 a quarter. And when you come down, they'll pull it out, put it on a site for you, and then when you leave, they put it back in storage for you. They also have an extra benefit if you want to pay. I think it's $80, and they will set it up and tear it down for you for about $80. And that's a great feature, because if you're coming down in the middle of the night, the last thing you want to do is set your camper up when you get there. So they do everything, slide outs, everything. When you get there, it's ready to go. Air conditioning's on, or heat, whatever the case may be. All your lines are hooked up. And our buddy Chris Harrison down there always takes care of us, and he always has it ready to go for us. And then when we leave, we just lock the door, and he shows up and he packs it up for us and puts it in storage. No issues ever. If you have a problem, they have a service center right there on the resort, and they'll come right to your campsite and repair anything that you have a problem with while you're there. Or if it's something that can wait, they will take it out of storage for you and bring it to the repair center and repair it for you and put it back in storage. They also have a golf cart center there, and buy and sell golf carts, and they also repair them there. Another great feature to have at a camping resort. And by the way, it's not only a camping resort, it's also, there are neighborhoods in there. There are homes, large homes, small homes. People live there, so it's more of a gated community when you get there, and we'll show you that in a few days. Some of the other features they have 24-hour security that patrols the resort. Um, they have people that come through and will wash and wax or seal your roof, whatever your camper needs. So once a year, they come through and we'll have them wash, wax our fifth wheel. We'll also have them seal the roof for us while they're there, and that's a fantastic feature to have at a resort. A lot of resorts don't have that, for sure. So those are some of the pros, I guess, of staying there. And we don't have the wear and tear on our fifth wheel either, of driving it up and down the road, and we almost use it like a vacation home. So it works very well for us. Of course, you don't have to stay in a camper if you go there. Also, most of the houses probably are available for rent. So a lot of people come in and rent the homes and stay there and make a vacation out of it. There's lots to do around Ocean Lakes Resort. It's actually the very southern tip of Myrtle Beach. So if you walk out of the resort and go down the beach about maybe 10 yards, you're actually in Surfside. It's about as far south as you can go in Myrtle Beach. There are some downsides, I think, to being there. One of them is, especially during the height of the camping season, for us, our opinion, I guess, is that there's so many unsupervised children during those periods of time when the resort is packed. You'll have children on bicycles and running in and out of campgrounds, and it makes it kind of dangerous with all the golf cart traffic. So you have to really, really be careful. A lot of times they're playing in the streets, things like that cause some hazards when you're riding around on golf carts or cars, and campers are coming and going. And I guess related to that, when it's the height of the season, it's so packed in there. It's so many people that we tend to try to go down when it's not a holiday weekend. It seems to be a better experience for us personally. Now, families and things that have children probably would think the opposite of that, and that's fine. They have a water park that they opened up, and that's great for the children as well. And we'll give you a quick glimpse of that when we get down there. But overall, it's a great resort, great place to leave your camper if you decide you don't want to pull it up and down the road, or maybe you don't have a vehicle large enough to pull a big camper. It's very good for that. So in a couple days, we'll get back with you and we'll give you a little tour of Ocean Lakes Resort. Take care. Okay, so we're going to give you a tour of Ocean Lakes Resort by golf cart. It's the end of May, but today is kind of cooler than normal, and it's been misty rain all day, so we put the cover on the golf cart. We've got the 3 dogs loaded up, and we're just going to go around the neighborhood. Part of the resort is strictly campers, and then there's actually neighborhoods in here with small houses, big houses. There's a store, laundromat, restaurant. It's a very, very big resort. So we're just going to show you some of it. To the right is the water park. I guess this is the 3rd summer, I believe, that they've had the water park here. They took out a bunch of campsites so that they could put this in. And if you stay here, there's no charge to use the water park. It's got lazy rivers and slides, and there's an indoor pool over here with a snack bar. Arcade for the kids. They have mass in this on Sundays. They have concerts in this building. A lot of big homes in here, as you can see. Get lost in here. There's so many little neighborhoods. A lot of people live in here, and a lot of the houses are vacation homes, and then they have a lot that are rented out. So this is kind of a congested area. This is where you first come into the resort, and they have the property sales and rental center, and they have the security office, and the RV center, which is great because when your RV is in storage, they will take it over here and repair anything that needs to be repaired on it. Or while you're here, they'll come right to your site and repair any issues that you have while you're staying in your camper. And then over here is the golf cart sale and service center. They sell them, work on them. They'll come tow you if you break down. Here's the main office where people come in and check when they come in the first time they check in. they have hundreds of golf carts they'll rent to you, or you can bring your own and pay a fee. I think it's $35 a year. Now we're coming up on the laundromat and the carry-out restaurant and the grocery store that has a little bit of everything in it. This place stays pretty busy. It's very convenient. So that's really just a little short glimpse of how large this resort is. Hope it gives you an idea of what it's like to stay in here. We didn't show you all of it. It's just too big. Now we're back to our camper. Whenever we're at our camper in Ocean Lakes, we walk down to Surfside, and it's down there where the pier is that you can barely see. And around the pier, there's several restaurants that we go to, so we go to a different one each time usually, and have lunch. We especially like the pizza Hyena. They got the best wings and the best pizza around that we've tried here. So we made it to Surfside, and we're in Pizza Hyena's getting ready to order some food. So our food just came, and it's always delicious. If you're ever in this area, you really need to try this place. We usually get pizza because the pizza's so good, but this time we both decided to get sandwiches. So whenever we're at the camper, we always have to come to Myrtle's Inlet and go to the marsh walk. It's pretty neat. Restaurants and bars kind of lined up along the marsh. Not a lot of people here today. They're just starting to open up everything from the quarantine. This is Goat Island, where they have about 15 goats, I guess, that live on this little island. We always stop at the Mullet Hut when we're on the marsh walk, but it's closed today. They have a cat that lives here, and his name is Mullet. That's why the bar is named the Mullet Hut. Pretty neat. It's heated by a wood stove. Creek Rats is really busy today. The last time we were here, we went out on the Pied Parrot. It's a pretty nice cruise. It lasts about an hour, and they have a cash bar and food. This is our lunch view today.
We all just want to get down time. Tired of being cooped up and don't want to stay. That this world breathes. Why don't we just trust the feeling in our soul? Take a little ride with the blue road.
This is our last day at the resort, and we walked down to Scotty's Beach Bar. This is our view. We'll be heading back tomorrow to Maryland, and then we'll be back down again in about 6 weeks.